I began to become out of shape physically and spiritually, all because I would become just fearful. And it was like everything I could do just to make it through the day and not think about this person and not think about what they said to me the previous day. I would start my day off with what they said to me the previous day.
Man, that's brutal.
And so it took root on the inside of me and began to cause problems in my body, because fear is actually not healthy for your body. It's not healthy.
No.
It's scientifically proven that fear is no good for your body. And so it began to cause issues. And anyways, that situation actually never got better in that time frame until they left my life. And when they left my life and they got what they wanted out of me, which, that was to my shame, that I let them beat me down the way they did. I let them do the things that they did. But, it's like one of those things you look back and you go, if I could do it all over again, well, you can't. You can't. So the best thing to do is just move forward.
Yeah. And learn from it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and don't blame God. God didn't do that. God didn't send those people. But I gave in. I gave into fear. I gave into anxiety. And I began this walk of depression for years.
Man.
And I found myself in such a dark hole. And I'm going to be the most transparent I have ever been on any podcast and any show. I began a major battle with suicide.
Oh, man.
Major. And those of you watching, here it is. I became I could not go to bed without mental images in my head of what I could possibly do to myself. I couldn't. I would feel like sometimes I would become so overwhelmed with fear that I would think, if I could handcuff myself to the bed, I won't get up in the middle of the night and do something terrible. And this was the state that the enemy got me in.
Yeah.
It all because I gave in. I took the bait. I took the bait of anxiety. I took one of his biggest tactics and effective tactics. I took it. I took the bait. It's poison. It's poison to your core. And I would wake up and I would think, I would go to bed and I would hear things in my head. People would say, people call you crazy for hearing voices. It's demonic beings. It's demonic powers. You're not crazy. It's them that you're hearing. Yeah. And they because they talk up here. But what you have done is you've moved your foot where the enemy should be under. You've moved it up and he started crawling up to be able to talk to you. Because he is not, my friends, he is not big enough to take you out of this world. He's not, if he could have killed you, he would have killed you the second before you made Jesus the Lord of your life.
Yeah, come on.
He would have killed you immediately. And if he knew your destiny before you did, he'd have killed you then. He'd have killed you immediately. Why do you think he wants to kill all the children? Why do you think he wants to just get rid of them? He doesn't want, because there's greatness, there's destiny, there's the presidents, there's doctors, lawyers, Christian, good people that are coming up on the scene, and he doesn't want that. But he's not big enough to destroy you, so he gets you to do it yourself. He gets you to do it yourself, and he'll start talking in your head, and you'll start thinking, well, you know what? If I was out of here, if I just left, well, then everything would just be better. I could get myself out of this situation. I could just, everything would just be better. And that's the ultimate thing that he tells you. But it's just situations like, maybe they would see. Maybe people would see what I was dealing with if I was gone. Every bit of that is a lie.
Yeah, come on.
Every bit of that. The enemy, when he opens his mouth, he's lying. He never tells the truth. The scripture said he is the father of lies. There is a translation that says lying is hell's native tongue. If hell is talking, they are lying. They're lying out their crooked, nasty teeth to you. And they will tell you. And if they're telling you that you're not important, and they're telling you that you're not big enough, and you're not great enough, and you're not going to do anything, and all this, and the world would be better without you, you got a 100% chance, my friend, that you are destined for greatness, that everybody's life would be destroyed if you weren't here,
Yeah,
that
come on.
somebody, that person that was waiting on you their whole life would absolutely be distraught even before they ever knew you, because their whole life would be redirected, all because you gave in to one lie of the enemy.